tender juvenile. Moth.
Yes. Oh.
Meet me this day in the park where we have since found repose, north, northeast, and by east from the west corner of the curious knotted garden of the king. Wait. Yes.
I shall presently.
North, northeast, east, west. Yeah.
Say so.
I await your arrival with immense, I can't great anticipation. Bring an instrument upon which we can strike a merry tune. Hello! Warble child, make passionate my sense of hearing.
If I were the only girl in the world, and you were the only boy, nothing else would matter in the world today. We could go on loving in the same old way. A garden of Eden just meant for two, with nothing to mar our joy. I would say such wonderful things to you. There would be such wonderful things to do. If I were the only girl in the world, and you were the only boy.
Sweet air, go, tenderness of years. Take this key. Give enlargement to the swain. Bring him festinately hither. I must employ him in a letter to my love.
Message well sympathized, a horse to be ambassador to an ass.
What sayest thou?
Marry, sir, you must send the ass upon the horse, for he is very slow-gated. But I go.
The way is but short away.
As swift as lead, sir.
The meaning, pretty ingenious, is not lead a metal heavy, dull, and slow?
Bid me honest, master, or rather, master, no.
I say lead is slow.
You are too swift, sir, to say so. Is that lead slow which is shot from a gun?
Sweet smoke of rhetoric. She reputes me a cannon, and the bullet that's she. I shoot thee at the swain.
Thump then, and I flee.
You're most acute, juvenile. voluble and free of grace. By thy favor, sweet welkin, I must sigh in thy face. Most rude melancholy valor gives thee place. My herald is returned.
A wonder, master. He has a costard broken in the shin.
Some enigma, some riddle. Come, envoy, begin.
Thou hast no feeling of it, Moth. I'll speak that l'envoy. I, Costard, running that was safely within, fell over the threshold and broke my shin.
We will talk no more of this matter.
Shall there be more matter in the shin?
Sir Costard, I will enfranchise thee.
Oh, marry me to one, Francis. I smell some l'envoy, some goosiness.
By my sweet soul, I mean setting thee at liberty, in freedoming thy person thou wert immured, restrained, captivated, bound.
True, true, and now you'll be my purgation and let me loose.
I give thee thy liberty and set thee from durance, and in lieu thereof impose on thee nothing but this. Bear this significant to the county maid Jaquenetta. There is remuneration. For the best ward of mine honor is rewarding my dependence. Moth, follow.
Like the sequel, Senior Costard, adieu.
I sweet ounce of man's flesh. Now will I look to his remuneration. Remuneration! Oh, that's the Latin word for 3 farthing. Oh, 3 farthing. Remuneration! Oh, how much for this, Inkle? 1 penny. No, I will give you a remuneration. Oh, it carries it. Remuneration. Oh, why, it's fairer than a French crown. I will never buy or sell out of this word.
Oh, my good knave Costard, exceedingly well met.
Oh, pray thee, sir, how much carnation ribbon may a man buy for a remuneration?
What is a remuneration?
Marry, sir, it's a halfpenny farthing.
Why, then 3 farthing worth of silk.
I thank your worship. God be with you.
Stay, slave, I would employ thee. As thou wilt win my favor, good my knave, do one thing for me that I shall entreat.
When would you have it done, sir?
This afternoon.
Well, I will do it, sir. Fare thee well.
Thou knowest not what it is.
I shall know it, sir, when I have done it.
Why, villain, thou must know first.
I'll come to you tomorrow morning.
It must be done this afternoon. Hark, slave! It is but this. The princess comes to hunt here in the park, and in her train there is a gentle lady. When tongues speak sweetly and they name her name, and Rosaline they call her, call for her, ask for her. And to her white hand see thou do commend this sealed up counsel. There's thy guerdon. Go.
Gordon! Oh, sweet Gordon! Better than remuneration! 11 pence farthing better! Oh, sweet Gordon! I shall do it, sir, in print! Gordon! Oh, remuneration!
And I, forsooth, in love. I that have been love's whip, this senior junior giant dwarf, Dan Cupid, regent of love rhymes, lord of folded arms, the anointed sovereign of sighs and groans, liege of all loiterers and malcontents, dread prince of packets, king of codpieces, sole imperator and great general of trotting piraters. Oh, my little heart. And I to be a corporal of his field and wear his colors like a tumbler's hoop. What? I love? I sue? I seek a wife? A woman that is like a German clock, still a repairing, ever out of frame, never going aright, being a watch, but being watched, that it may still go right. Nay, to be perjured, which is worst of all, and among three to love the worst of all, a whitely wanton with a velvet brow and two pitch balls stuck in her face for eyes, and by heaven, one that will do the deed, though Argus were her eunuch and her guard, and I to sigh for her, to watch for her, to pray for her. Go to it. It is a plague that Cupid will oppose for my neglect of his almighty, dreadful little might. Well, I will love, write, sigh, pray, sue, and groan. Some men must love my lady, and some Joan.